Hey everybody, this is Gus. Just wanted to show off my wheelchair a little bit so you can all get an idea what we're talking about here. This is a very big, large wheelchair that goes up and down and as flat as a bed, and I can get around in it real good. See, now here is what I sleep in. This is a recliner chair, electric, which I can raise way up. Top of the back of it's right up here, this level here. Bottom is right here at this level. And I sleep in one of these at the other end of my house, in my wife's old bedroom. And this one I just bought so I can take naps out here and watch the old TV behind me and watch CNBC. And I am pretty self-sufficient in here in the house. When I want to get up, I just raise my wheelchair up. To put the bottom down, and then I get up with my butt sticking to the chair, and I can take a couple of steps to get into that. And then when I go to the bathroom, I wheel into my bathroom and I stand up the same way, and I take about one step and turn and go down onto a platform that's about, again, this height, about 28 inches high, and do my business. And then I wheel this into my bathroom, which I can get this right up to the front of, and then I can stand up and I grab hold of a bar, and then I put myself onto another stool that's 27 inches high, and I take my shower. I have very limited use of my arms. If my arms are failing, I can hold a coffee cup out there a little bit, but I don't have a lot of strength for that. But I don't need too much beyond that. I can get some help in to move a box, or I can use the bottom of my wheelchair as a forklift and lift things up and move them. And it's getting worse. Yes, it's always been getting worse. Every year I get worse because it's a progressive disease caused by an X chromosome that went bad that's killing all the motor neurons that go to the muscles. And if you know anybody with ALS, or you're familiar with it, like Stephen Hawking, that's what happens to them, only in a very short period of time. Mine's been over my lifetime. So I'm pretty self-sufficient. I can feed myself, and I can do those other things. My house is a mess because I drop things all the time, and it just isn't worth the extra effort to do it, because since we don't have a lot of muscles, our energy level is fairly low. That's why I've just learned to turn my attention from golf and other physical things and then do the things that I can do, and that's mostly on the computers. And this room here is mainly where I live, and in my kitchen there, and then I sleep in the back bedroom, but that's about it. The rest of the house is completely tore up as I tried to decide what to do with my wife's life and move things around to fit me in this condition. So, but I'm not crying. This is not the pity factor. I have a great life here. Look at that TV I got back there. I got money. I live on a golf course. I love people. I don't have a lot of people in my life, but I have learned now to not worry about that. I mean, I do. I'm on 2 different meds for medication for depression. And when one after the other, you know, when I'm threatened or that, I'll come back at you in a minute. And that makes me a mad person, as I've been told. I've been told by one neighbor that I need to go to counseling because I'm mad at everybody. Well, I'm mad at everybody that's deserted me over the last year and a half since Judy died. But okay, I'm not going for the pity factor. I've just showed you that I can do all the things I need to do on a daily basis to maintain my life. I have money, and with that money will come the ability to hire somebody to come in here and take care of me when I can't take care of myself. My old plan was to sell the house and go into assisted living. But now with the market being what it is in housing, I have to stay here. But since 1993, when I went in a wheelchair, and this is the most important thing, since I went into using a cane to walkers, to scooters, to ultimate wheelchairs, I've always researched my next year out. What do I think I'm going to need? And that's what the people in the disabled community need to do, and that's what you people that are still able-bodied need to do if you think you're going to be in this shape. Now, I've also dealt with my wife with cancer. 7 years of trips to the hospital. And so I know what it's like to meld two different diseases together and to help and assist each other. Judy was going to be my caregiver. She's gone now. I'm doing this all on my own, which is, as the people say, very rare in this world. I have no relatives around. I have 2 families of friends that are all related that live over there in the court that I would call and ask if I needed help. More often than not, I'm helping them. But that's just the way I am. Okay. But I'll complain in a heartbeat if I want to complain. I've learned, yeah, here's a funny thing. Okay, I had a lot of discrimination, neighborhood things I've dealt with, blah, 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 blah. Go up to a neighbor and say, well, I guess all you do is complain. Well, ain't had much to come up to you and smile about lately, but then I realized that every conversation I get in with anybody, it's always, well, my hip hurts, I gotta go to the hospital, or this relative, you know. Folks, think about the conversations you have with people. We tend to all talk to each other about our problems. So it's not unnatural that I complain about something. I'm also the first one to make a joke, and just like when the guy hit me with a golf ball yesterday, you know, we laughed about it, made a joke about it. If he had hit me on the head, he might have knocked some sense into me. Who knows? It might have been an improvement. But I am not making these videos here because I'm going for a pity factor. That ain't me. I don't want pity. I want friendship. I want help when it's needed. I want to be offered help. My neighbor, my ex-friend, another one of my ex-friends over here, came over the other day. He needed a board to do something. I gave him the board. He looked down on the ground and he saw my busted sprinkler head on the ground. And he picked it up and he says, oh, this is busted. And I said, yep, sure is. And he threw it down on the ground and walked away. And that's maybe just an example. You know, when you have to ask a person in a wheelchair if you need any help, well, then you're actually begging out of the what do you need today help. And most people, when they come around me and ask me if I need anything, I'll tell them no. But if I'm happen to be sitting there and need some help, I'll say, yeah, would you lift that up for me? Or when somebody comes to the house, that busted thing way up there above my head, the smoke alarm needs to be fixed. One of the people that I'm still friends with, for lack of a better term, he's a handyman, and yes, I will get him to get up there and replace at the same time all the things that are broken here, because I'm not going to call somebody one day, come on over and fix this, and the next day. You got to think about other people. You can't overplay the I need something thing. I'm not going to go to people every day with do this for me. If I did, I'd have somebody over here every hour. So I can't do that. Got to stay realistic about the whole thing. You got to prioritize what's really important to you. If I fall down on the ground, I'm going to call 911, which I've done many a times. Hell, I've got stuck in the garden. Oh, I'm out of time. Bye now. Gus and Ordean. Bye.